Hello, it's MB Trucker 68 here. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on how to make collard greens because I like my brother-in-law's collard greens, and he showed me how to make them. So I just figured I'd make a video on it. And so first you're gonna need a pot, probably about 8 inches or taller, as you can see right here in the video. And then after that, you want to get some smoked ham hock. Probably about I say 4 to 6 of them. And after that, just open them up, wash them off, and put them in a pot. Simple as that. That's the first step. Okay, I have to put the ham hocks in the pot, and then we're gonna put the water in there to about 1.5 inches to 2 inches above the ham hocks. And after we do that, we're gonna put it on the stove on high for about 2.5 hours. So remember, water is about 1.5 to 2 inches above the ham hocks. Then we put on the stove on high for about 2.5 hours. Here you go. See, now it's about an inch and a half above the ham hocks. And then after that, we're gonna put the pot on the stove. Simple. Turn the stove on. Put the stove on high, and then put it on the stove, and it's gonna boil for about 2.5 hours. And that's about it. There you go. Okay, all we're doing right now, y'all, is he's removing the stem. Too hard. Okay, everybody, now it's been about 2.5 hours. The ham hocks are boiled. I will show that in a little bit. But now we're just showing you how you cut the greens up. Just take them, roll them up like that, and just cut them. You see it, just take a bundle and just roll it like a newspaper and cut them like that. And just put them in, water. Put them in the sink, water like that. If you don't have 2 sinks, you could get like a bowl or something. But this is like a very, 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 very important process here. I don't know if you ever had greens where you taste like sand and grain and stuff in it. It's terrible. And it's like that. So all that is just they didn't wash it good. So this is very, very important. So I recommend doing it 3 times minimum. We're doing it 3 times here. So if you do it 3 times, it's good. So just do it 3 times. Wash those greens really, really good here. And then as you see, got clean water there, and just like that, just go in there and just push it down like that, and just get all that dirt off it. That's all we're doing, just watch them getting all the dirt and grain and all that stuff off the greens. And then put it in like that, exactly. And then we're gonna do this 3 times. And I'm gonna show you the pot here in a second, what it looked like when the ham hocks is boiled down. Once again, this was about 2.5 hours later when we're doing this whole process right here, by the way. And as you can see, that water is dirty, really dirty. You're gonna see between this water, the second time and the third time, you'll be able to see the difference in the way these waters look every time we do it. So yeah, this is, like I said, probably one of the most important steps right here. Get those greens really clean. And like I said, these are just regular collard greens. These are not turnips or mustard greens, by the way. Just normal collard greens, just to let you know. yeah, then after that, just drain it, put more water, and we're gonna put water in here and move it over to this side, and we're gonna do it. So that we did it once. This is the second time. Then we'll put it in here. Now it's gonna be the third time. Then from this step, it's gonna go right to the pot. So we're gonna bring the pot over here in a second, and just do that again. Exactly what you see the first time. And then so make sure we get it clean. So yeah, so like I said, this is once again we did this like 2.5 hours later. The greens are already, the ham hocks are already boiled, and you will see it here in a second. We're gonna go get the pot and bring it over. And, but yeah, just like I said, just wash them like that. Do the same thing. You're gonna see how this water is gonna be a little more clearer than the last, and then the third time it's gonna be even more clearer then. Very important, like I said, very, very, very important here. There you go, just taking it, put it back over there, add more water, and then like I said, that's gonna be the third time. So right now this is the second time. That's why I'm showing this. I didn't want to fast forward through this part because that's how important it is. I've had greens where they wasn't washed right and it's not good. I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably had that also. You get greens and there's dirt and stuff in it. You think you're at the, in the beach playing around somewhere. Sand and stuff. But there we go. See, the water looks a little better than it was before. I'm about to drain that, and then this is gonna be the third time we're doing it now. And then see, the water looks a little much better than it did the first time around. And then you'll see it looks like this other time, this last time here. And then so now you're gonna get the pot here in a second. You're gonna see the pot pop up here. You'll see how low the water is. It's like probably halfway. It's like that. It's like halfway up to the ham hock, but you'll see here in a second here. So here you go. See, look what the water is. See what half the ham hock. And then after this, you want to just cut the ham hocks up in the pot. For the next step, so just cut them up. You don't want nobody just getting it and grabbing a whole ham hock or whatever. So just cut them up like that. They're really, really, really tender at this point, by the way. You can kind of notice already. They're really, really, really tender. And then just cut it up. Then back after you cut it up here, we're gonna just clean those greens, go right into the pot. And that's gonna be like the next step here. Right there. Wash them again. Third and final time. And you're gonna see how much cleaner the water looks when it's done here. And put it right into the pot. Bam. And then you're gonna do like one more time, and you're gonna stir them up a little bit to get some of the ham hocks, between these greens and stuff. You can see that now. See, like that. Now he's about to stir it up here a little bit. There we go. See, now I can stir it up. See right there. Get the ham hocks going between the greens and stuff. See, he's doing right here. There you go. Just stir it up a little bit. Like that. Finish the process here. Put the rest of the greens in there, and you can see how much better this water looks right now. Look at that, much more clear. Every time it got clearer and clearer and clearer. There you go, 3 times, and after that we're gonna put it on the stove, put the cover over, and put it on medium. And when you do that part, we're gonna put it on medium, and we're gonna just boil it for about an hour. Then after an hour, it'll be done. Then after it's boiled, you could put your stove. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. It's over here just stirring it up a little bit. Just have it brown 30 minutes, give it a quick little stir, and just make sure everything's okay. And that's about it. And 30 minutes, come back 30 minutes later, and you should be all good to go. Go right here, finished product, everyone. Finished product. Greens are done. Gotta let them kind of, about an hour in, they done. So just put it on low. Turn your stove on low and just leave them there. They won't burn. That's it. Finished product. There's your greens. There's your greens. Collard greens, not mustard. These are collard greens, y'all. These are not no mustard.
No turnips.
No turnip.